Alright, we're back at Rooster Garden. We're going to do another little experiment on these gourds. See about peeling a green gourd. The other day when Tanner did his first Luffa gourd, we had one that was nice and green and big, but on the inside it was real squishy. I have another one that right here, about the same, but it is really hard on the outside here. So we're going to try to do this one, see if it's squishy on the inside. Here's some here that was up in the tree up there. You hear them cracking a little bit as you mash them. And now I've got another one right here, pretty solid. So we're going to skin these here out and see what the difference is. Because like I said, this is green. I got another one over on the vine, same size, but it's squishy on the inside just by squeezing it. This one is hard. So I'm going to peel this one, see if it turns out like the other one we did the other day, or if it's good and mature that we can use. So we get set up here and we'll get busy on skinning things out, see what's what. So, we're going to start on this green one here. We're going to cut this thing off here on the both ends. It's pretty tough. You can hear it cutting there. Put this over in the sink. Cut this other end off right here. So take this little knife right here and try to just get down in there without cutting the loofah part of itself. I cut it at an angle just to get underneath the skin there. Throw all these over on the side. Get that in there. Pretty firm right there. So it's maybe thicker than what I cut it. That's what it feels like. Let's see. Yeah, this one will be just as squishy. I'm gonna go ahead and peel it anyways. Well, this outside is really thick. I don't want to peel very good. Take a little work to get this thing off of here. But if you want some, you gotta do a little work sometimes to get it out of there. On the other videos I use a spoon, but I don't think nobody is getting about it. Most of it out of here. Keeps breaking off, but I still think it's gonna be like that one on that other video, too squishy to really do anything with. I don't know when I get off here and get underneath some water. Yep. Takes a little work to get two of these things like this. I think it's going to be a lot better just to wait till they turn colors to try to use them. But in half two case, I think we can do them this way. These things are really juicy in here. Alright, get all these pieces picked up. And the fibers seem to be holding together, but let me put some water underneath the sink here to see what it's going to do. A little bit more mature than what that other one was. It's not quite as squishy. Yeah, I can squeeze this one without breaking it apart. It's solid inside here. Seeds are starting to break loose. A lot of work though, getting them to come loose. Yeah, this one's holding better. Yeah, one the other day I squeezed it pretty hard that my fingers going all the way through it up into the sponge. But it could still stay on the vine or dry it a little bit better. As you see, starting opening up there. So work a little bit more on it. Yeah, seeds are coming out of it. So I think this is going to be usable once I get all the seeds out of it. I'm going to lay this one over to the side. Still want it just a little bit green, drier, I mean. So this one right here. So what it does, as you can see, it's starting to get hollow inside there. So I think this one's gonna be a lot better. Pretty hard to cut. Like I said, it is pretty hard. Something like, so you can see how thick the skin is right here. So see if I can get this thing cut down in here. Ow! I think I almost cut my finger. This here is rolling out of there. We'll get that knife out of the way. You hear it breaking loose from the skin there. Keep working my fingers around there. And these seeds look like they already turned black. That's what you want your seeds to be, mature. You'll be able to use them. You can see how this here just peeled out across there. So keep working this thing. And you can see these things are harvestable when it's not completely dry. You know, if you get in a hurry, you need to use one of them. You can go out there and get them at this stage and use them. It just takes a little bit of work peeling that off of there. As you can see, it does peel out of there. Don't let nobody tell you that you can't do it this way, because you're seeing it right here firsthand. They just ain't as big as you would let them grow. These here have never been fertilized over there, watered periodically. So they would have been bigger, and I do have some that is bigger around than what these are. So work these things out. You see the black seeds up in there. Just pushes them right up on. You see all the seeds there. I'm not gonna keep any of these seeds. I'm gonna wait to the very end to save the ones that are all up in the tree up there. Them up out of there. As I squeeze it, it works on out of there. Get all the jelly out of there. These would be big enough to bathe with or do dishes with. Something like that. But there's a lot of seeds in these things. But like I was showing you, this is the one that was still pretty green on the outside. But you see that it's got the hollow spaces in there. Seeds are still white in this one. So as they get turned to this color, only you should be able to use them with it. You'll be able to get the black seeds out of there. So you just have to keep working this thing, breaking these seeds up. So like I said, this in here is going to be okay. Just finishing it up, get the seeds out of it. So I'm going to leave that other one whole, let it sit for a few days. I'm going to go ahead and clean these two up and squish them up. You know, make a good little ball there. If you're doing dishes or whatever, you can fold them up this way, do your scrubbing, or however you want to do it. But it takes a little bit of work cleaning these things. But all in all, they're pretty cool little items to have around your house. So, like I said, there's more seed in these things what you think they are. But I just want to see it at night. Since I had this one, what do I do? Green screen. You know, this one here was this color here when I started, the dark green, but it was solid. It was real solid. That's what it looks like on the inside. So this was this color. It has black seeds in it. So the only thing is, you just let them grow. They get bigger around, longer. But in a pinch, you can go ahead and process them at this size. When you pick them, just make sure they ain't real squishy. So when they're real squishy on the vine out there, they ain't gonna be worth the flip in here. So that's what you have to watch for. But there you go. You seeing yourself the difference in the loofahs. You can do them when they're green, but you got to squeeze them real good. Make sure they're good and hard. If they're not hard, they're not gonna turn out right when you bring them in the house. Try to process them. So anywhere from this green stage here on, I mean, this thing is just solid. You hear it crunching, you know. And then it should have your black seeds in it. This is the one I peeled out right there. So when if they're green, you try to pick them. Make sure they're hard as they can be, you know, without being squishy, you know, like a marshmallow. If they're marshmallow like that, you don't want to pick them. You want to let them keep growing, or let them dry out to where they're not squishy. Because if you process them, you just lost everything, like we did on that one the other day with Tanner's. So, but anyways, this is the Rooster Garden. I'll get this thing posted up soon as I can. But that's the difference in your loofahs. This is my first year growing them. I'm still learning, so. But I just want to do an update, see what this other one look like. I appreciate y'all watching my channel. Subscribe, share. So, maybe leave a comment. I appreciate y'all watching my videos. Y'all have a super day. Bye.